Welcome to the city of Las Vegas. With over 30 million visitors per year, Las Vegas offers a one-of-a-kind experience. Along with the casino, live show, and many other attractions, the city is also home to numerous cuisine options and fine dining experiences. How do all of these restaurants maintain their individuality? In all of this noise, where might we find authenticity? Chef Ashraf Haddad studied in Egypt and came to America in 1986. He is currently head chef at Treasure Island Hotel and Casino.
On the strip, not really, but like in the outside, yeah, there is a place here. It's called like Shish Kebab House. It's really very unique. Maybe it's Armenian, but it's influenced with a lot of like Lebanese, Egyptian food. The recipe is very similar.
Inspiration makes good food, and it can come from several sources. A dish that was inspired by a dish from another culture is usually called fusion. Fusion foods are products of cultural mixing, and as such, they offer unique perspectives on each culture they consist of. The trick is making sure that these dishes positively contribute to each culture. So, what is originality, and why is it important?
Original, the word original, like how it's being cooked, like street kind of street food. That's what we always looking for. Like you still have the art of kitchen go inside it and change it a little bit. If you talk about Egyptian food, it's like a whole mix cultures together. Like every dish in Egypt, it's have a history because some of it can be like French, some of it can be like Turkish, some of it be like Lebanese. But as an Egyptian cuisine, it's very hard. It's very few items you can call it Egyptian food. So we always have to time everything so everything will cook the same. Like we don't overcook the shrimp, or we have enough amount of sauce. So this is very classic dish as an Italian dish. No, it's add. It's add because you kind of like taking the best of everything and you add it in one dish. For example, like if you put Mexican, Egyptian food together, it will come very unique. Like even Japanese, Mexican, it comes completely different thing. For example, like poke tuna taco.
Vegas locals will tell you, you can't find good food on the strip. Oftentimes, the best food is found off of the strip. Located in the suburbs of Spring Valley, family-owned chain restaurant Parsley Modern Mediterranean offers a fresh and authentic alternative. Since 2011, Igal and his family have worked to create a unique dining experience.
It was a bit difficult move, yes, because the American, I don't think they was ready for this kind of move or this kind of food. But I think with the twist that we gave to it, people start to like it, and here we are.
A Mediterranean restaurant typically features menu items from across the Mediterranean region. Appealing to the diverse palate of Las Vegas is a challenge. At the same time, a restaurant benefits from being original. Igal's daughter Melina had this to say about the customer's experience.
I think authenticity means really portraying that Mediterranean palate flavor profile. It's very unique to your typical American cuisine. We use a lot of cumin, a lot of fresh herbs. Sumac, for example, is a very interesting herb that we use seasoning. We have it on our pita chips, actually. So it's really lemony, so really unique flavors that you don't taste in many other cuisines. We're family owned and operated, so anything that we're serving our customers, we're gonna eat. So everything is fresh. We don't use preservatives. You can count on having like a very healthy meal here, and you really taste that with every bite. People are looking for a healthier option when they're looking for fast food or fast casual, and I think that really helps us. The chef that's from Israel is behind the counter making the dishes, testing the dishes to make sure everything is that has that authentic flavor and is consistent. What's great about Parsley is that we're a build-your-own concept, so we could really cater to a very diverse palate. So if you want to come in and you're very hungry and want a big wrap with a lot of meat and rice and French fries, we can do that. We've launched some dishes that aren't typically Mediterranean or Israeli dishes, like a Mediterranean nacho or Mediterranean French fries. So the dish itself maybe isn't typical in the Mediterranean cuisine, but we add our Mediterranean flavors. Like we'll add feta cheese, parsley, fresh tomatoes, and cucumbers. So we're trying to bring people in and have them taste something new every time they're in, so that slowly they become more comfortable with the Mediterranean palate, and now they're asking for it when they come in. I'd say once they walk in the door, they feel that environment. They feel it through our staff. They feel it through the environment that we have in each of the restaurants. The smells, the samples. As I said, you really taste the flavor and you taste the love that was put into each of the dishes and each of our recipes.
Unique, different from the regular American food, and that's what make it a bit with a twist that we say.
Yeah.
Homemade wrap. Oh, I forgot to mention. We have a homemade wrap, make our own wrap. It's
Yeah.
no tortilla, no preservative, no additive. Same thing with the pita, freshly made daily for all the
Very good.
stores. We were one of the first that doing particular the shawarma and the falafel that is meat made front of the customers. You don't nothing in the back. You work on the line. You see the falafel, the shawarma, all the salads, and that's what's unique about what we did over here.
The human experience is important to think about for restaurateurs. The cultural heritage present in Mediterranean food provides a unique experience for visitors to Vegas. Nick works at Stefanos Greek and Mediterranean Grill. Here's how he keeps customers coming back.
Yeah, so Stefanos started by my uncle and grandmother in 1998. I was 13 at the time when we started the business, so I kind of grew up in it. And after I graduated from UNLV, I opened up 3 more locations, so we have a total of 4 stores now, and we've been in town for 25 years. So our food is a little bit of all of it. It's Greek and Mediterranean food, because it's very similar types of food. So we have a little bit of all of it at the restaurant. Authenticity to me means just having the real flavors from Greece and Lebanon. It doesn't mean it's the same recipes from 40 years ago, because I go back and travel and they change things up out there too. So some people confuse it with how it used to be, but I think it changes everywhere. The food and taste and ingredients change everywhere. I think in terms of Greek food, we do have at least 1 or 2 authentic Greek like fish restaurants on the strip. But when you go off the strip, there's a lot of options, a lot of family-owned places, which I know, and we all kind of grew up together in this town. When it comes to like the sauces, like the sauce for the French fries, we never really did that back home. And some of the marination, like people want salmon now, so we're doing a salmon dish, but we don't really have salmon in Greece or Lebanon, so we're doing a little something different here. That's something people can have fish and they can also like it, but it's also fresh and with the Mediterranean feel to it. They have tried many Mediterranean restaurants in like Lebanese or Egyptian food on the strip. It's never really worked out. I think there's just not enough of a draw for that. People are coming into Vegas, they want steakhouse, with like a bar and something quick, fun, and yeah, it's just never really worked out. Other than, I think Milos is the only one I know is a Greek place for fish. I think maybe the Greek does work because people travel to Greece more often and know that culture and are more comfortable with it. But when it comes to Mediterranean food, I don't think they're as comfortable with it. And many of the stores the restaurants that have open on the strip are, I think, trying to be a little too like different, trying new stuff. Like I've even gone and I'm like, it's kind of weird, the hummus, but they're trying to put something on it, or doing crazy things with our, and so it's like not authentic to like the next level, It's just trying new things, and it's very different for people.
When you go out to eat, what makes the difference between food that's under par versus food that's unforgettable? By studying the cases of Parsley and Stefanos, we've learned how authentic Mediterranean food can be made and enhanced by a welcoming environment. By mastering the art of the kitchen, one can discover unique and authentic flavors, although authenticity is always changing. If you adapt to these changes, you keep your culture alive. People are made by and of their culture, and they carry it with them throughout their lives. Immigrants transfer their culture and communities across national borders. The end result, in the middle of the desert, is food you'll love and people you'll remember.